fowl, because you've got this ridge on the top here, sticks out, and then you've got these long, strong legs here, and then you've got the pigmentation on the skin here, almost like reptile skin, I would say. And then we have the pheasant here. You can see signs of blunt force trauma from whatever gun was used. Yeah, it's pellets really, isn't it? And then you have the mallard here of the duck family, because you can see by the diamond-shaped skin in relation to this duck here. And if you go over to here, before I move on to that, you can also see this is there evidence of being shot? There is it. Both of these are showing evidence of being shot, which means that is seen as part of the product when on sale in shops. These are 2 partridges, and usually they are on a very small diet, not very much meat on them, hence why they have this bacon put on top of them. All 3 are fit for human consumption.
Good. You mentioned there's sort of trauma involved of how game is actually caught and processed. So would you use the same assessment criteria to make an assessment of fitness for food with game as you would do for normal poultry, or would you have to bear
it's completely different for this.
So what kind of things are you thinking about?
Well, again, because it has been shot, that is seen as part of the product. No problem with that. If this was applied to here, then no, you don't.
What is there an extra process with game?
I'm sure there is, but I can't remember right this minute.
Yeah, you hang
hung for days on end, yeah.
So actually, where this would be consumed within 2 or 3 days, probably, this you actually hang to mature taste and tenders. Well, these guinea fowl are generally more domesticated nowadays. They process very much like these, more so like these than these. Game would be slightly different. So it would be those together, and then this slightly to the side like that. Good stuff. Good stuff. What about this one?
To go with
yeah, go on.
What about labelling here, aren't we?
What have we got here?
Lean steak meats.
Okay. So
bovine.
If this came to your local authority as a food complaint,
yes,
and you needed to trace this product back to a place of origin, what kind of information would you use?
Well, you've got this health mark here and the identifier, sorry, there. It's from the UK, it's from 5416 Abattoir. It can be traded within the European community. What else have we got here? As before, I can't see any more details. Well, that's the problem. There's some labelling issues missing from there.
As far as information, we've got a point of sale, Tesco, place of manufacture, a product date, and a line number and date there as well.
Yeah.
So that'll give you good traceability.
That'll be like batch.
Yeah, that'll be batch identification and process date 32 on the 8th of February 13, this one. Temperature control means
4 degrees.
Is that
2 degrees.
2 degrees. 2 degrees. What about this? Poultry?
No, these again.
What about this one? Poultry? This would that would be classified as poultry.
That would be.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, we were asking the term.
Temperature control for that.
4 then.
No.
This was 2, that was 4.
What's the pheasants then?
Yeah, the consider poultry. So that'll be the same.
It's the same, is it? Right,
Yeah.
so it's
what
all
you might
4.
See is, at points of sale, those regulations wouldn't apply. So actually you'd see game not far off in ambient.
Right.
But we're using different regulations there. We're using regulations at point of sale rather than regulations at points of manufacture, in essence.
Okay.
Who's going to give these a bash then?
Go on, Gail.
Go on, I will then.
You've been quiet today.
I am very quiet today. Right, we have a tray of poultry. We have this one is your corn-fed chicken, either organic or free range. You can tell by the colour of it. That's fit for human consumption. We've got duck. You can tell by the diamond shape, pattern on the skin. Duck is quite flat as well, and he's got little legs, and he's fit for human consumption. We have a normal chicken there, just your normal Tesco's standard chicken. What more can I say? Fit for human consumption. This little fellow's a possum. Possum. Basically a little baby chicken. They're not given long to develop before they're killed. We have giblets there, so you've got the neck, the liver, is that right, liver? Neck, liver. Would it be?
That was the last week here.
Would it be? That's your neck, isn't it? Neck.
Yeah.
That'd be your liver. No, kidney. Kidney, liver. Liver. We've got another little bit here somewhere. Is it heart? Oh, I got.
Sorry?
Yeah, heart.
Which was the heart?
By you. By you. Somewhere. Is he under, is he?
What's up there?
That's it, is it? Right, okay. Yeah.
Are we going to have to define what each one
Right.
of those bits are?
We have a a duck,
Duck breast.
breast here. You can tell by the diamond shapes, and if you look at the colour there, visual inspection tells me that that is fit for human consumption. We have a chicken drumstick. There, look. That's fit for human consumption. Now, I think that might be a thigh. Yeah, chicken thigh. As you can tell by the colour, the bone, and that is fit for human consumption. And we have here a breast of chicken, or chicken quarter, whatever you want to call it. If you look there, yeah, that's fit for human consumption.
Good, well
that
done.
right?
Yeah, you skated over the stuff that you didn't want to talk about.
I know.
didn't
There's the giblet. I know there's some part that sticks to the chicken, isn't there, that you can't
Yeah,
take
giblets
out.
are usually 4 pieces.
That's it, isn't it?
And the giblets that we pulled out of this duck last week only had 3, so I promised to bring you in the 4th bit, didn't I?
And what is it again? Neck,
Neck, liver,
liver, heart.
and
No, it's not
gizzard.
so.
That's
What's
the
it?
one. Gizzard.
Gizzard. That's
Gizzard.
the kidneys that stick, isn't it?
Kidneys are stuck in there.
Yeah, I
in the
know
background.
why. I
So
knew
there's-
the other one, I couldn't think of it.
So there's the gizzard. You haven't seen the gizzard before.
No.
So the gizzard is the 3rd stomach of the chicken. So it's got the crop where it stores food, basically at the front of its neck like that. Then it goes through the gastric stomach called the proventriculus. But then this muscular stomach is called the gizzard. And that's why it's because it's muscular, there's a bit of flesh material to it. So it's harvested as part of the giblets back. Word of advice on that one is, it's difficult, it's terribly, terribly difficult, because it's the same thing with interviews and stuff, you know, is try and think through to the end of the answer before you start digging yourself into issues, because it's also easy to start down a path, feeling confident, not having thought it through, and then you get somewhere, and then you just lose your pattern and you lose your direction a little bit. So if you want to talk about giblets, let's talk about giblets, but let's get the facts right, don't we? If you don't want to talk about giblets, do your utmost to avoid it. If I want to talk to them, I'll have to ask you the question, but you might get lucky and you get away with it. Temperature control poultry?
4.
Good. Everybody remember this threshold that we have as well in EC 852 that says small local producers can produce at farm slaughter poultry. Everybody okay with that? Cases?
So they can kill their own chicken.
Yeah, well this is EC 853 2004, okay, H2 for short term, I'm sure you spend lots of time on it. And what H2 says, these regulations shall not apply in relation to direct supply by the producer of small quantities of meat from poultry and livestock slaughtered on the farm to the final consumer or to local retail establishments. So there's a couple of ambiguous words there, which is small quantities and local. So that's being interpreted, and the threshold set is 10,000 birds per annum, and then local is the authority and the elected authorities. But that's H2. So most of these poultry, those there, they're produced in massive factories, so they come under the auspices of the Food Standards Agency, and they'd have an official veterinarian and meat inspectors there generally. But don't be surprised if you've got within your authorities small premises, you might get involved in that one. They're usually some seasonal things, so a couple hundred turkeys at Christmas, or whatever, then for all Easter. Good.